If we want to address the issue of small arms and light weapons, we must check the root causes.
The uncontrolled illegal trade in small arms and light weapons has been highly attributed to the increase in the armed conflicts, human trafficking, civil wars and domestic violence, especially in most African countries. According to the AU Commission on Small Arms Survey, almost 80% illicit small arms and light weapons in Africa are unregistered and unmarked, while according to the United Nations, more than 40 million illicit small arms and light weapons are imported.
Some of the small arms and light weapons you see in Africa or in Eastern Africa are not made by the East African people. It is the making of the external people who want to interfere in the affairs of the region, either based on their interests in natural resources or geopolitical issues.
Factors like illegal trade in wildlife, illegal trade in minerals and other natural resources, geopolitics, poaching, external interference, poverty and low education have all paved the way for illicit trade in firearms in the region. The regional seminar of the Parliamentary Forum on Small Arms and Light Weapons is geared towards building capacity of regional parliaments and finding solutions on managing illicit firearms trade through legislation and appropriation.
There are many refugees that are leaving their countries to come to Uganda, and when you check, it is accompanied by the fear of the gun running.
The seminar, first of its kind to be held in East Africa, attracted participants from the parliaments of Uganda, Kenya, Tanzania, Rwanda and Madagascar. Dr. Raphael Chegeni, the Member of Parliament from Tanzania, is the President of the Parliamentary Forum on Small Arm and Light Weapons.
As confirmed in recent research, resulting to more than 260,000 men, women and children losing their lives in small arms related violences in 2021.
Uganda in particular has implemented several laws and policies in preventing illicit trade in firearms, among which include voluntary disarmament, destruction of illegal armories, the destruction of over 2,000 redundant firearms, and fingerprinting of state, civilian and other private firearms to ease traces of criminality.
But largely, we have made tremendous strides in fingerprinting the arms in the hands of security personnel, but also in private hands.
Uganda's Firearm Act of 1970 has limitations on the regulation and management of firearms, making it fairly obsolete for full firearm regulation.
A lot of innovations have come into force. And remember, that act was only regulating civilians who even didn't have guns that time. But now that we have civilians with guns, we have private security industry flourishing in our country. We have a lot of wrong elements with guns. That's the reason we are saying that that act can no longer suffice, but we need to replace it with an enabling law.
However, line security agencies are in harmonization for review of the act to address challenges hindering regulation of firearms. The meeting is expected to come up with a solution for an action plan to be presented to the United Nations Program of Action to prevent, combat and eradicate illicit trade in small arms and light weapons in all aspects. The forum has a key objective of silencing guns in Africa by 2030. Susan Naung and Andrew Sebira reporting for UBC TV.